evening and welcome to ICRC Hoops. I'm Bob Murphy along with Mike Day, and tonight we're at Dayton at the Nutter Center on the campus of Wright State University for a regional championship game pitting the Reading Blue Devils against the Bishop Hartley Hawks. And Mike, Reading's looked forward to this for about a year.
Yeah, last year they came to this game in the regional semi-finals to get to state, and they faced a very tough Bishop Reedy team. In fact, they beat Hartley on the way here in the semis to get to that game, and they're hoping this second time around is a good luck charm.
Well, it will be a good matchup. We know that Reading was here last year, as you mentioned. They knocked them out in the regional semis, lost to Bishop Reedy. Now they have a chance to redeem themselves. Hartley is in the same conference with Reedy, so they said Hartley has motivation of stepping up, doing what Reedy did last year, knocking them off. But Hartley is also, they're very fearful of Reading's athleticism because the other night against Madeira, they had a great game plan. They just let Trends roam around and they stopped the shooting. They said they can't do that because Clemens is so athletic, they can't let him roam around. So they're going to guard everybody straight up and hopefully control the boards.
Well, Reading goes 10 deep. And you stop Eric Clemens, you got to deal with Derek Ayton inside. He's also a great outside shooter. You've got John Gertz who can shoot the three all the time. You've got Lars Barnes who can penetrate, and so on and so on and so on. I know Reading, on the other hand, would like to stop Hartley's transition game. Coach Bensman told me before the game that he would like a low-scoring game. It's definitely in his favor if it's a low-scoring game.
We were talking earlier, and last year Reading came out in this regional championship game, and as you mentioned, played very tentative to start. I don't think we're going to see that tonight.
No, being here for the second year in a row, I think is a tremendous asset. Although they do have 4 new players who have transferred in and are helping the team all the time here, but being here last year, I think, will help the Reading Blue Devils.
Yeah, it also helps the coaching, too. He won't be as excited. I know Rich prepares well, and I'm sure he's got the boys ready to play. So stick around. We'll be right back in a few moments with regional championship basketball, the Reading Blue Devils against the Bishop Hartley Hawks.
Turn around, wide open three, got it! And Hugh pulls up from about 12. Oh, are you kidding me? Nice backdoor cut. Oh, Walter, what a feed!
And here we are at Wright State University, the Nutter Center, as Reading attempts to reach their first state Final Four since 1978. We're getting ready for the national anthem. This is Bob Murphy along with Mike Day here at the Nutter Center as we're going to take a break here as we take our national anthem. And we're back after the national anthem as we're getting ready for the introductions of the starting lineups. We will just go over them if the feed doesn't come through well. We will go over them with you as they come out. Once again, I'm Bob Murphy along with Mike Day, and we are at the Nutter Center in Dayton, Ohio. And Mike, the Reddings, you know, like we mentioned in our pregame, Reddings got to be excited. First chance in '78 to get to the Final Four.
Well, I'm a teacher at the school, and I can tell you from firsthand experience that it's pretty nuts around there. They're already talking about what's going to happen next week when we make the state finals. Are we getting Friday off or not?
Maybe a day off. Well, here we come. We're getting the non-starters right now. And I believe they're announcing the non-starters. And here comes number 1 for Reading is Laurice Barnes.
A 5'10" senior, number 10, Gordy Hammersmith.
And number 10, a 5'10" senior, Gordy Hammersmith.
Junior, number 21, Nick Berger.
Number 21, Nick Berger.
Number 23, John Gertz.
A junior, number 23, John Gertz, a 6-foot senior. And Michael, there's the big man, number 52, Eric Clemens, 6'8".
Now for the Bishop Hartley Hawks.
They started that last year where they jump into what we call the blue crew. And my fear always is someone's going to get hurt right before the game.
I don't want someone to get an eye poked out and have to sit down the first quarter.
They love their blue crew over there, sorry.
Going down the non-starters of the Hawks out of Columbus, Bishop Hartley. We mentioned that the Hawks finished 3rd in their conference, the same conference that Bishop Reedy was in, who knocked out the Blue Devils last year.
Well, where you finish in a conference doesn't always mean a whole lot. My alma mater is LaSalle High School in Cincinnati, and in 1996 they won the state championship in Division I and came in last place.
Here comes Hartley, and that's number 4 is Jimmy Berkebile. Number 10 is Nick Asman. He's a senior.
I was told that's pronounced Osman.
Nick Osman. The number 20 is Jaron Calloway, the point guard. There's number 21, Darren Poor, who was District Player of the Year, by the way. And number 30, Chris Jones. So 2 athletic teams getting ready to tip off. And the officials tonight, the officials are Lee Barlow, Kermit Jones, and Mike Hensman.
Well, last year Reading got off to a little slow start against Reedy. Got down by about half a dozen to a dozen points. And just couldn't make that up. Let's hope it's a better start tonight for the Reading Blue Devils.
Well, it'll be Eric Clemens against Chris Jones set to tip it off. We're ready to go. 32 minutes of action for a trip to Columbus next week. And Eric Clemens controls the tip. Goes to Gordon Hammersmith, and Reading will set the offense. Hartley looks like they're in a 1-3-1 zone to start out, Mike. But Reading's got to shoot the ball to pull them out of that.
And they're going to probably play it tight to keep Clemens on guard.
There's the first turnover. Eric put it on the floor down by the bucket, got tipped away, and Hartley comes the other way. There's Berkebile. There's Poor, District Player of the Year, doesn't get it. Rebound, Blue Devils.
Well, that looks like a 2-3 zone.
They get it into Clemens. He's going to reverse the ball. Gertz can't. Looked like he wanted to take the shot there and didn't get control of the ball. And Clemens, nice reverse move on the baseline. He's got a couple inches on Jones and a real long wingspan. It's 2-0 Blue Devils.
Now it looks like their first option is Eric Clemens down low on the block, and you can't blame him.
There's Poor again. Poor is the leading scorer for the Hawks at over 16 points a game. And there's a jump ball. Clemens tied him up, but it's going to be a Hawk ball on the alternating possession.
Now Chris Jones tried to take it right to him, possibly trying to get a foul, but Eric stood his ground, went straight up.
Man-to-man under the basket. Jones can't get it to go. Last touch by the Hawks. It'll be Reading ball. Good look for Chris Jones there. Didn't get it to go.
Well, what happened was Porter took it to the hole, and Clemens left Jones all alone to go block his shot. He loves to block shots.
And now it's a 2-2-1 press here. Trying to create something. Redding's going to walk it up. You just want to reverse the ball and then get to the middle and split the press wide apart.
You got to be patient.
Place the trap right there.
You got to be patient. But this can get to easy baskets if they rotate it around quick enough.
Oh, I thought we might have had a goal then.
I thought that hit the rim or hit the backboard first.
Oh, there's a foul on Hammersmith. Yeah, I thought that ball got to the glass, then it got blocked. Chris Jones really got up to swat it away. Callaway to Osman. Poor wants to post up now.
They're running a flex offense to try to keep the momentum.
Running a flex, showing good patience too. Berkebile had it knocked out of his hand as he tried to go baseline. We've played just under 3 minutes, a little over 2 rather. Berkebile gets the 15-footer a little short. Barnes comes down with it for the Blue Devils. Now it looks to be a man-to-man for Hartley.
I think Redding would like to look down on the block, see if Clemens is open.
We're going to try a 3 though. Berger's 3 just a little short. Here comes Hartley the other way. Osman's going to try to split it, get in the middle, gets a 10-footer, doesn't get it. Eric Clemens with the rebound. John Gertz imploring his team to get some movement here against this man-to-man defense. We're going to go into Clemens. Turn around, gets there, blocked. Tries to go back up a 3rd time, and there's the foul. They got Berkebile on that one. So Mike, he's just a load when he gets that low on the block like that.
Well, here comes the replay. There he turns once. He went too much into the defender. He's too tall for that. I'd hate to see him fade away, but he's got the spin moves to get around people, and he's got that wingspan, like you said, Bob. I'd like to see him take advantage of that.
Well, he hits the first free throw. Eric comes in as a 57% free throw shooter. Misses a second. It's 3-0 Reading. 4:40 to play in the first quarter. Galloway, nice kick out. Osman. There's Poor with the rebound. Over Clemens, and he fouled. And a little trash talking as he says and 1 to Eric Clemens in his face, but Darren Poor taking another look at it.
Porter just got the rebound with no trouble. I didn't see a blue shirt near him.
Derek Poor, we mentioned, Darren Poor. He is the district player of the year, so averaging almost 17 points a game, gets the first 2. He can tie it up, and he gets it. Friendly roll. Oh, here's trouble, and there's the first turnover. Hartley with a lot of pressure. It's a little too much action there.
That's Rodney Stidham came in the game for Gordon Hammersmith earlier. Rodney's a sophomore. He wants to play well.
He got a little elbow at the top of the key, and then
I think he's a little excited.
Well, he's trying to pressure number 20, which is Jaron Callaway, and we mentioned before the game also that I don't know if they have anyone who can keep up with him. You might want to back off of him and make him shoot the ball. And the dribble off the foot, that helped. 3-3, we're halfway point in the first quarter. Surprised they're not trying to go back inside to draw another foul on Eric Clemens. He got an early foul. Poor, nice move, doesn't get it to go. Gertz comes down with it, and the Blue Devils go the other way. Clemens, nice pump fake, got Jones off his feet.
That's what you like to see. Good fundamentals there.
So it's Eric Clemens 5, Darren Poor 3 right now. We've got 3:15 to play in the first quarter. Well, he traveled. I think that first block, that shot that Eric blocked on him earlier may have intimidated him that time.
Well, and on the last play, he blocked, and last time he blocked Eric Clemens' shot, so that time Eric pumped him up and got him to go. We got big Derek Aiden in the game now.
Aiden enters the game, replacing Eric Clemens. See if another Blue Devil can score now. No one has as of yet. It's 5-3 Reading. Aiden with the skip pass the other side. Long three for Gertz. In and out, won't go. There's a blocking foul. Count the basket.
Well, I don't know what Derek wanted. It looked like he wanted to take a charge.
And that's Juddery Hobson, who is a 6'2" junior. He's their sixth man. He has a lot of playing time for him this year, coming off the bench.
The rule usually is if you're going to let him, or if you're going to try that, make sure they don't make the basket.
All right, he was a little deep to draw a charge.
Yeah. Got to hit the ball, though.
Aiden's first foul, third on the team. And give Hobson the basket, and it's 6-5 Hawks. We're under 3 minutes now, first quarter from the Nutter Center. A trip to Columbus is on the line here. Nope, he traveled. Aiden shoveled his foot down there.
I know Derek can make that move. He just got a little antsy on his toes. He's got some real sweet moves under the basket. You'll see him.
Bert Angle is entered for the Hawks, number 2. Trying to post up. Birkenbaum and he were both trying to post up. Poor looking at the three, now takes from about 16, doesn't get it, but he gets his own rebound. He's going to go right to the basket, but he's going to charge that time.
That time Derek took it.
Derek Aiden, right place, the right time there as he caught Poor trying to go to the basket.
Here comes the replay. He's get the ball. He takes a nice move, but Derek is definitely set.
With a little hesitation. I thought he was going to pass to the corner, and then he tried to go to.
He got help side. I think he would have been better off pulling up and shooting a short jumper there.
So the Blue Devils still trail by 1. We're under 2 minutes now in the first quarter. A lot of action, not a lot of scoring though. That's a good place to trap. They don't get it. Barnes goes by everybody and in.
Well, that's one of Lars Barnes' specialties. If they're going to press, I think you'll see a lot of that. Two very good cheering sections here tonight, Bob, I'll tell you.
Oh, that's loud. Bergebaum's pass goes through the hands of Osman, and it's Reading ball with 1:23 in the first quarter and a 7-6 lead. We mentioned Eric Clemens is still on the bench. Now Reading is going to bring in number 22, Tony Pike.
They've still got two people I expect to see yet, Carl Miller and Jake Hare, to come in yet, too. So
Tony's a 6'4" junior, averaging just over 5 points a game. So Reading likes to spread it around. Stidham running the offense, goes back into Aiden. Now Aiden gets it low, spin move, high and soft, and gets it.
Well, like I said, Derek's got some good moves.
There's Stidham's second foul as he's trying to run down Run down Nick Osmond.
Hammersmith will come back in for him at the point guard. Yep, here he comes.
That's the fourth foul I have on the Blue Devils. It's an inbounding play. Poor will trigger the offense from underneath his own basket. Well, they're going to get a 5 count. They handed him the ball before anyone was set, and he was holding the ball for a second or two before anyone moved.
Well, it's loud in here, and sometimes you have to have signals and hand signals to say, move, because they don't hear you.
Well, the Blue Devils lead by 3, can increase it. We've got 45 seconds to play. Pike's going to try the 3. Oh, in and out. Well, they got the foul. We don't know who it was called.
I think it was on Nick Berter over the back.
They called it on Berter. That's his first. I believe that's the 5th on the team. Callaway is going to return to the game, replacing Hobson. We're down to 30 seconds now. Blue Devils lead by 3. Hartley looks like they may play for the last shot here. They've brought their flex out real high now.
Look for about 12 seconds here. 10 seconds, they'll take it to the hole. He's waiting too long because they won't get a rebound out of this.
They're going to try to go Poor, isolate Poor and Birkenbauer on the same side. No, Osmond. Oh, nice pass. They won't get it.
Yep.
And that's the end of the quarter. Real nice pass there from Nick Osmond.
I don't think he could ask for a better shot.
No, it went down low, and Bert Angle had the look and just couldn't get it in. And we've come to the end of the first quarter with the score, the Reading Blue Devils 9 and the Bishop Hartley Hawks 6. And as I mentioned earlier, Mike, a lot of action that first quarter, just not a lot of scoring.
Well, they're getting their feet wet. They're all nervous. And these rims, you know, they've been playing here, but still, it's a bigger game. Scoring will increase.
Well, that was big for Reading to lead at the end of the first quarter. So Eric Clemens set out over half of the quarter.
Well, you know, it's not a one-man team. He's good. He's going to Ohio University, but this team has really started to gel at the end of the year. And Coach Bensman's not afraid to put anybody out there. I mean, look at Rodney Stidham's a sophomore, and he's putting him out there in this situation.
Well, they're going to come back out to start the second quarter, and looks like it's Hammersmith, Gertz, Nick Berter, Tony Pike, and the big guy, Derek Aiden. Hartley will counter with Birkenbauer, Jones, Osmond, Poor, and Callaway. So they've got their starters back in. And Hammersmith pressured by Callaway. Goes to Derek Aiden, doesn't want it. Missed the backdoor cut. Reading's got a little bit of a flex movement going here now.
The only problem with Reading's team out there right now is they really don't have anyone who really penetrates a lot and drives to the basket. Lars Barnes, I know, does. Carl Miller, who will be off the bench soon, does. But this team that's out here right now is more of a set shot. You know, if I'm open, shoot the 3 shot.
There was an errant pass by Derek Aiden that last one. He threw it to nobody. Poor has to be a little frustrated, averaging 17 a game. Has but 3 so far.
Yeah, they're laying off of Callaway now a little bit more.
Yeah, he's too quick. They're not going to stop him out there. Just play off him. Birkenbauer pulls up, won't get it, and then Poor with a big rebound, and he's uncontested as he gets a stick back. Give him 5. 9-8 Blue Devils.
And Coach Bensman didn't like that. Got to put a body on their best rebounder. Now it's
a 3-2, it looks like, Mike.
They're definitely switching up, trying to slow Reading down.
Skip pass all the way from to the corner. Hammersmith out high.
Aiden wants the ball.
Tony Pike, nice rebound there.
But you notice he didn't try to spin and put it back up. Kicked it out.
Brought it back out.
There's nothing wrong with that. But you like to see a kid 6'5" try to take it back up.
He did a good job catching. Derek Hayden wants it. He's got the three.
Well, for a big man, Derek can shoot outside. He led the city of Cincinnati in three-point shooting percentage-wise last year.
This year he shot 30, excuse me, Derek this year shot 54%, so good steal by Poor. Darren Poor picks it off. He looks like he's got a little more spring in his step now, Mike.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt the rebound. Sometimes
there's a big steal by the Blue Devils.
When your field goals aren't going in, you just muscle your way in and get some cheap baskets on rebounds.
They're going to come out a little contested a little more now. You got Chris Jones on. There's a backdoor cut. And it's a basket. It looks like it might be Gertz. Yes, it is. John Gertz from Derek Hayden, and Reading has extended the lead to 6 at 14-8.
Derek is a great passer. Sees the floor very well.
There's Poor again.
See, it'd be nice to have Eric Clemens, who is going to come back in the game, but it'd be nice to have Eric Clemens behind you there so we could take care of that and they don't feel as comfortable throwing it down low.
Well, Darren Poor is having his way right now without Eric Clemens in the game.
Straight up, guys. Straight up, straight up, straight up. Get your arm out his back, 21.
Gertz comes almost out to the mid-court to get the ball from Derek Hayden. Pike looks at the three, doesn't take it.
Well, now Reading's running their version of the flex.
We're going to go to Hayden and see what he's got. Knocked away. There's Darren Poor down there helping on the defense. And Reading's going to go big now as Eric Clemens replaces Gordon Hammersmith. About a foot size difference there.
Well, we'll see if Hartley can handle this size difference. I look for Reading to pump it inside a little more now.
Chris Staten, number 3, entered the game for the Hawks. They go to Clemens. He's been out for a while. And he throws it away, and there's Staten with the steal.
I think he meant that pass for Derek Hayden, cut through.
Berkebile, long three, doesn't get it. And he stepped out of bounds. Callaway, as he ran it down, stepped out of bounds. And it's Reading ball, 14-10.
That was great hustle. Both players going for the ball, he and Nick Berter, but carried it out of bounds. I thought he was trying to call timeout, that silly rule.
You see the college game, sometimes they're calling from up in the stands.
Exactly. They're isolating.
Gertz goes down low to Clemens, looks for the spin, pump fakes, ducks under, nice left hand. Scores over Judre Hobson.
Mr. Jones can't handle that.
Well, they called the travel on Hobson.
Wow.
He blew by Derek Hayden and took an extra step.
I think the coach would argue that call.
Well,
I thought they were going to call foul on that.
I did too.
On his hand on his back. That was a pretty big call right there.
Well, so Reading has that 16-10 lead. They're trying to milk the clock a little bit. Go to Clemens. Poor with the double team. Doesn't get it. Off to Berter. Three, basket.
That's a nice kick out by Eric Clemens. He can't pick it up.
And there's a time.
Oh, they had a turnover too.
There's a timeout by the Hawks as Reading takes a 9-point lead, 19-10. Nick Berter, big three, good kick out, as you mentioned, by Eric Clemens.
Well, you could see the double team coming. They're trying to double team Eric Clemens. They're going to dig down and try and steal the ball. And he recognized it, kicked it out to the open man, and Nick Berter was ready to shoot and fired it in. That's unselfish play.
Well, Reading is now 2 for 6 from behind the arc. The Hawks are 0 for 3. Big three-point basket there, 9-point lead. Good timeout there by Coach Randy Kortokrax from Bishop Hartley.
I have a feeling Hartley's going to have to change something up because their half-court offensive sets, I mean, they're okay. They're getting decent shots. but they're not getting points.
Well, they look like the team that wants to run up and down the court.
I look to Hartley to start pushing it a little bit. Get a rebound and just fire it down and do something quick.
Hobson doesn't get it. Berkebile gets the rebound. He doesn't get it. Jones has it and loses it. And he gets it back in on the tip. Who are they going to call the foul on?
Now let's see this again. There's the pass. He takes it to the hole. It hit the rim funny, kicked off. But look, again, there's no blue team underneath the basket there.
So they called Derek Aiden on the foul, kind of smacking him on the arm. So Chris Jones has a chance for the three-point play. Gets a friendly roll. Chris Jones has got 6 points, and they're both on three-point plays.
Carl Miller enters the game for Derek Aiden. Oh, there's a steal. Oh, yep.
Poor. Oh.
I don't know where that pass was going. I know he tried to split the center, but Poor read it really well.
Yeah, he was very fortunate he didn't steal that first pass and dunk the ball.
You will see it. Yep. He intercepted it. There's the foul. That would have been a backbreaker. That goes in for another three-point play.
So it's 2 shots for Poor. Doesn't get the first one. On the year, Darren Poor is 74% free throw shooter. So.
Have they missed yet tonight, Bob?
That was the first miss right there. And that was the second. Clemens pulls down the rebound. They are now 3 for 5.
Well, they're back in the man-to-man. Look for him to pass it down inside. Try to isolate Eric Clemens.
Seven-point lead for Reading. Clemens is fouled. He's not going to get it to go. Chris Jones, number 30, Chris Jones commits a foul.
I think Eric had thoughts of dunking that one.
So we'll get another
There's
look
the
at
kick down. You'll see it on the replay. Good spin move. Got him in the air. He was a little farther under the basket than I thought.
So Clemens will shoot 2. He's 1 for 2 from the line so far, and misses that. Free throw shooting maybe his Achilles heel. He's only 57% from the line.
Well, the old adage, you just yell, bend your knees.
.235 to play in the first half. Reading leads 19-13. In and out, won't go, and there's Poor with the rebound. Well, he really gets up. Berkebile had it, lost it. We're going to go back in the corner. There's Hobson. Won't get it. And as they fought for the ball, Hobson fighting with Barnes for the ball. He pulled it out of bounds. So Reading will get the ball.
I guess he was standing on the outer line there. Otherwise, they would have called a jump ball right away. Oh, that was not a good sign.
Well, I couldn't see what happened to the ref in front of me. It looked like Clemens made a nice job catching the pass, a little errant.
I'm not sure why he wasn't fouled.
There's a foul called
on Lars Barnes.
Lars Barnes with the foul. So Callaway will go to the other end and shoot the bonus with 2:11 to play. Now, they don't want to foul now. They can get right back into the game with these fouls. The Blue Devils have a 6-point lead.
And that's what Coach Bensman is wondering. It looks like Bob Huggins over there. He's saying, why wasn't my guy fouled? Even Eric Clemens is down under the basket pleading his case.
Doesn't get it, but who gets the rebound? Mr. Poor. And Callaway is fouled by Nick Berter. John Gertz fouled him. Gertz with the foul, and Callaway will get 2 more free throws. Coach Bensman is really, really livid over there right now.
I can read his lips. He's saying over the back.
Yeah, he said he doesn't know how they're keeping those balls alive down by the basket. So Callaway hits the first. 19-14, can cut it to 4. He gets it. Nice stroke by the lefty. They don't have very good spacing right now. Carl Miller, and he's pushed.
Well, Coach Benjamin got one of his wishes.
Yeah, Carl Miller, a little quicker maybe than Callaway's used to. Callaway got called for the foul. That is the 4th on the team.
Oh, now they're going back to their 3-2.
We're down a minute 35. Go to Clemens. Knocked away, gets it back, lays it in.
They're digging down on him pretty hard. He's got to take care of the ball when he puts it on the floor.
Darren Poor.
Yeah, he slipped, unfortunately. That's a tough call, but it's the right call.
Well, he slipped, but he'd have lost the ball anyway. He lost the ball.
Actually,
the Blue Devils had it.
Yeah, actually, Reading had a fast break going, so it could have helped Hartley.
Now they've switched from the 2-2-1 to the diamond press. They'll be a lot more aggressive here, and boy, they've got it in a bad spot. They got the timeout. Well, you can't throw. When they're an aggressive diamond press like that, Mike, you can't throw the ball into the corner.
Well, if you do, you got to get it back out quick. That's for sure. You're right. But Johnny Gertz stood over there and let it come to him and then let the defenders get on him.
He was smothered in that corner. It's 21-15 Reading. ICRC hoops here. This is Bob Murphy along with Mike Day, and the Blue Devils are trying to look for a chance to go to Columbus next week.
It'll be a truly exciting day Monday morning. I know all week would be great if Reading wins this game. It'll be great. But they've got to settle down. One of the things about last year that they learned was composure, and they knew that Hartley was going to press. So take care of the ball here.
I wonder if they might have a set where they run Eric Clemens into the middle just as like to relieve some of the pressure. Now Hartley's going to come back, and they look like they're going to run that trap at half court now. A good coaching move by Randy Quartercracks here. He's switching every time there's a dead ball there. They're switching. And place a trap, but Miller went right around it. Well, Clemens is fouled. It's going to be looks like it's going to be on Nick Osmond.
Yeah, he grabbed his arm on the way up. We're going to see the replay.
I thought Erickson went right back up with the shot when he rebounded.
Nick Berger got the nice 3. Look, Eric, yeah, right there. See?
Darren Poor got up and put the block on.
From grade school on up, you learn as a rebounder, you never bring the ball down.
He's 6'8", and he makes himself 5'10" when he brings it down to.
And all these little short guys can swat at it and steal it and tip it. And this time he got a foul on it.
Well, Clemens makes the first one. He's 2 for 4 from the line, or 2 for 5 rather. 2 for 6, and boy, they could really be putting some separation between themselves and the Hawks if Eric Clemens could make his free throws. As it is, it's a 7-point game. Callaway goes to the corner, doesn't have anything. Berkebile reverses the ball to Osman. They go to Hobson, and he loses it. And they're going to call jump ball. It's going to stay with the Hawks. 50.8 seconds of play.
I'd watch Mr. Poor on this play. Oh, yep.
And Berkebile is just, every shot is right on, just a touch short.
Yep.
He's having a tough shooting night. Berkebile came in averaging 14 points a game, the second leading scorer on the team, and he's really struggling right now. Clemens doesn't get it to go. He might have got fouled, and they're going to call the foul on Carl Miller.
Well, Eric thinks he got fouled again, but he didn't. They didn't call it, and then Reading got a foul reaching in on the rebound.
Eric needs to be a little stronger with the ball.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're playing. Looks like the Hartley coach said, play him physical and see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
And the referees aren't helping by not calling.
So Darren Poor gets a chance to cut into the 7-point lead with 27 seconds left. Poor misses the first one. That makes him now 1 for 4. So the two leading scorers are both struggling at the line right now. Eric Clemens 2 for 6 and Darren Poor 1 for 4. Second one goes. 22-16.
There it goes into the corner.
Yeah, there they can see they got Clemens back, so they can throw over the trap. Take some of the pressure off the guards. Miller looked in, and now he's going to take it. Doesn't get it. And they've got time to push it up the court and score again.
Nice
Goes to
pass.
Poor.
Nice
Count
pass.
the basket as Clemens swipes it off the glass, and it's 22-18.
I don't think Coach Bensman wanted that shot from Carl Miller down in that corner. He would have liked to have seen some.
And they're going to throw over it there. I think Eric should have went the other way. They're just trying to hold on for dear life now. Clemens hits a three.
Oh!
Clemens hits a three from just inside of the Wright State Raider logo, and then
it was good.
hits a three-pointer as we end the half.
Oh, that'll cure a lot of ills, won't it?
Oh my.
Oh my!
I'm not sure Coach Benson's going to be happy with his antics afterwards, but he may be forgiven after that three. I just thought he caught the ball at midcourt and threw it back to the backcourt.
Yeah.
But it comes up smelling like a rose as he hits the three to put Reading up 25-18 at the end of the half. Stick around. We'll be back with second half action in just a few moments. And we're back, and boy, Mike, that shot that ended the first half, incredible. I think we're getting another look at it if we can from the truck, but big momentum changer right there.
Well, we were wondering why Clemens threw it backwards with only 7 seconds, but maybe they drew this up. There he is launching it. And you know, these guys always practice those shots
Every
for
day.
fun and goofing off, and this time it paid off.
Well, that was a big one as it gives Reading a 7-point lead as we get ready to start the second half. And I know, Mike, you've been looking over the stats. I just glanced at them. But what sticks out right now as the turning point in the game?
Well, Berkebile is 0 for 5 from the field, which is unusual. Reading has 3 3-pointers, including that last one. And their big guys are scoring the points, but they are also turning the ball over. They have 4 of the 7 turnovers from inside. Darren Poor has over half the points. He's also got 3 steals. He's got a ton of rebounds.
Yeah, what
so
happened?
he's got 10 rebounds already. He's got a double-double already in the first half.
Well, he has been hitting the boards, 10 points, 10 rebounds. And the Blue Devils, they hit the three, and they get the ball to start the half. And here we go. 16 minutes left to Columbus for the Devils, and it's stolen right away. Jones knocks it away. Callaway comes up with it, pushes it the other way on Hammersmith. Callaway is going to reverse to Berkebile, going to Poor on the left wing outside by the three-point arc. Osman puts a shot up. It looked like it was touched, but it goes in, so Nick Osman has it, and it's 25-20. I believe that's Osman's first basket.
Well, that's a big turn of events. Reading had the ball, but didn't score. Well, they dump it again down to Eric Clemens. This time Chris Jones is trying to play behind him, and he pushed him as he came across.
Chris Jones, that's his third foul, I believe. Oh, that's his second. He set out a lot of the first half.
Hartley will go to a 2-3 zone out of bounds. I'll look for John Gertz to set up, square up for a shot outside. Nice flash.
Looked like it bounced off Berter before it went out.
That was a great flash across the middle by Lars Barnes. Just didn't convert, then kicked it out to Gertz for the three, and that would have been big too.
That would have been a very big basket. So it's still at 5. Kurt Angle. It's Bert Angle replaces Jones. There's Poor. Reverse the ball. Back to Callaway. Trying to get Poor. Barnes broke it up. Gertz comes away with it. Barnes going to go baseline. No, he's fouled. Nope, no shot. They're going to call it on Nick Osmond.
Hartley follows on 10, Nick Osmond.
Lars Barnes has a very quick step. I worked with his dad many, many years ago.
A 3-ball.
There's big John Gertz.
Gertz with the 3-ball, 28-20 Reading. But that clock can't move fast enough for the Reading fans right now. Poor is going to try to answer. Doesn't get it. There's Clemens.
Well, they're still over from behind the arc. I think they wouldn't mind if Poor decides to start shooting from the outside.
And there's Osmond with another foul. That's his third. That was Clemens' 6th rebound. And remember, he set out, a majority of the first quarter.
Well, John Gertz, something about him. Reading had a great football run the last couple of years, and John plays football. And this year, he was the touchdown Johnny Gertz. Every time he touched the ball on offense, because he's mostly a defender, but every time he touched the ball on offense, he scored a touchdown, it seemed.
Well, Berter's going to try the 3 and doesn't get it. Clemens had it and it came out of his hand.
That could have been a foul on there.
Oh, and number 2, Bert Angle, gets it over Clemens for the basket, 28-22. Boy, big swing there as Clemens couldn't corral that last offensive trip. Barnes going to go baseline. Has it blocked by Poor.
He actually had Clemens open.
Oh, what a catch.
Wow.
Callaway catches
He didn't even know what hit him.
And he just scores 28-24.
That was unbelievable because Berter tried to throw it off his legs, and he caught it. I've never seen that.
Everyone stood and watched. There was a lull for a couple seconds, and Callaway just took it coast to coast for the layup. Cuts it to 4. Clemens, a nice duck under and gets the basket. Beautiful move, a little head and shoulder fake in the middle. Got him off their feet, did the duck under.
Here it comes. We'll see it again. The problem with Derek Clemens, he's so tall, you have to jump to block his shot. So he fakes. Duck under. Charles Barkley move.
Nice move.
And he's pointing for one more.
Drew the foul on Bert Angle.
Reading comes back and answers. That's one of the keys for Reading here. Every time that Hartley, because Hartley's got a huge cheering section down there, and they'll get this place rocking. Every time Hartley scores, Reading needs to come down and score again on top of it.
Well, Derek Aiden is replacing Lars Barnes. And that time Clemens hits it.
And Rodney Stidham's back in for Gordon Hammersmith. Let's see if Rodney can contain Callaway. He's laying off him this time.
That's the way to block shots. Come from the help side. Clemens came from behind Derek Aiden and got the block, and the Blue Devils get the ball back with a 7-point lead.
Well, your best shot blockers are not the people who guard the ball. They're people who come from weak sides, just like you said, Bob.
Yeah, they're having all kinds of trouble controlling Eric Clemens now down by the... I think they're going to have to front him.
Yeah, well, you can't front him. He's too tall. We're going to see the replay again. They dump it down. This time he squares up to the basket.
Or double down on him immediately so he limits his moves.
In the first half, that would not have been a foul.
No, they are calling a little closer now. You know, that might be their best defense right now is just foul Clemens every time. He's now 3 for 8 from the line.
Can we call him Shaquille?
He's got to make a couple more.
Good rotation on that one.
And there's Poor with another rebound.
Now he's going to push Callaway well.
31-24. We go to Angle, doesn't have it. Berkabaugh, who was shut out the first half. Poor had one slip through his hands, and Derek Aiden came down with it. Little overpassing.
Yep.
But it's going to be Blue Devil ball. Derek Aiden, he's one of those three-point shooters, doesn't like to shoot when he gets inside the line there.
It's either under the basket or a three-pointer for Derek.
He had a good look and passed the ball up. Clemens will try the 12-footer. Doesn't go.
Derek got a push.
When we see it from here and it's right in front of the official, you know it's going to be called.
Well, on a rebound, unfortunately, if your hands are low, you have a tendency to do that. So when you rebound like that, you really want to keep your hands up so you don't do that and get the cheap foul.
It's 31-24 with 3.5 to play in the third quarter. ICRC Hoops. This is Bob Murphy along with Mike Day as the Blue Devils are battling the Bishop Hartley Hawks. Callaway doesn't get it. Goes to Eric Clemens' hands, and it's going to be Hawk ball.
You're on spot, man. On spot.
Darren Poor yet to score this half. He was the leading scorer for Hartley in the first half. Bergabile still can't hit one. There's Poor, gets it, and the foul.
He is a horse on those boards.
That was a good job, too.
We're going to see this again, too, here. Shot from the corner. You see him move around. I think that was Nick Berner had him initially, and that's Clemens' foul,
he got
too.
Clemens off his feet. All Clemens had to do was stand there and not let him go up.
Right.
Got him off his feet. Clemens' second foul, I believe. Eric Clemens leads all scorers right now with 16 points. Poor has 12, attempting to make it 13 and cut the lead to 4. And he gets it. There's that diamond press now, a little more aggressive. There's Clemens being the point guard now.
Yeah, he's going to shoot the three out there. You know that.
Yeah, we know he wants the ball as the clock runs down to the quarter. Reading by 4, and once again we'll mention that big three-pointer at the end of the half. Stidham doesn't get it. Clemens rebounds. He's going to go up strong. No, it's going to get knocked away from him, but the Blue Devils come out with it. Tony Pike doesn't get it. I thought Clemens might have pushed off. No call. There it goes to Poor. He goes right into Pike and gets the foul.
That was a strong move.
That was a strong
That was a
move.
very strong move. Most people would back down from that. We're going to see his break. Most players.
Once he initiated the contact, I think he thought he knew he was going to get the foul,
Right.
so throw it up.
Most young players will let that defender push you down the lane and you don't go to the basket. He took it right in and got the foul.
Poor misses the first. It's still a 4-point lead. 2:33 to play. He's now 3 for 7 from the line.
Senior Jake Hare comes into the game replacing Derek Aiden. Jake's been injured the last couple of weeks with an ankle injury and a finger injury.
Poor hits a second. It's 31-28. And the Blue Devils,
again.
they need a timeout once again. They're throwing that into the corner, and it's just a...
Well, they got Eric Clemens throwing the ball out. He throws it in the corner. Your best bet is to have the guy cut through if possible. And not against a diamond press. And he doesn't have the skills to dribble through there, so he stays back. They need somebody, if he's going to stay back, they need somebody else to split that middle, and no one's cutting to the middle for him.
Yeah, I think they need to have someone else inbound and have Eric Clemens go to the middle there.
Just for an outlet, right.
He can relieve a lot of pressure there and throw over any trap they have.
Well, I think this is going to be a big play here for Reading. Possession. Columbus Hartley's just dying to take the lead and see what how Reading handles that. So as long as Reading can stay with the lead here.
Well, Hartley has not led since 6-5. That was midway through the first quarter. So here they come. Stedham's going to walk the ball up. Pike has it out high on the right. It's an aggressive 2-3 now. Oh, and Darren Poor.
He thought he had a steal. He was going for steals number 4 or 5.
He was going to go for the gamble there, and instead
that
he
would
gets
have been
a foul.
huge. You don't really want to turn your back on their best steal, on the best person, the best defender who steals a lot.
Well, that is his
now
second.
they go back to man-to-man.
Second foul on Poor.
I'd have tried to lob there. Eric Clemens had his man sealed out of bounds. A little lob would have sent him right to the basket. There's a lob again. He had position again. They're not looking. Now they do.
And he scores and fouled. Once again, he takes it right at Burt Angle. Puts it soft off the glass. Nice move here, Mike.
Yeah, we're going to see it again. He's been fighting all day. I'm not sure why Angle took that play. I'd let Clemens shoot that little jump shot before I'd let him go around me.
Well, you saw Poor starting to come over and realize he was late. He didn't even attempt to go at it.
Well, he would get a foul on it too, so.
But Jones is going to come back, return to the game, replace Angle, who had picked up his third foul. Big basket for Reading there as they push the lead back to 5 with 1:45 to play in the third. And Clemens hits the free throw, now 4 for 10 now. He's going to take a break as Lars Barnes comes back in to take his place. There comes Jimmy Berkebile back in, and we mentioned he's thrown up an 0 for right now. Unbelievable. 0 for 8 from the field.
Well, you can look at that two ways, Bob. You can say, you know,
he may be due.
He may be due, or you could say he's just off for the night. So, yeah, they've got to, other than Poor, they've got to find some scoring. There's the foul. Can't reach in over the back there, Jake.
Jacob Hare, that's his first foul. Fourth on the team. Poor will inbound the ball for the Hawks.
There's a steal.
Good job there. Tipped away, and it's thrown out to Barnes. Poor's, they got the foul or the goaltend.
Wow.
I thought they should have called the goaltend.
Well, he slapped the backboard, which is an automatic goaltend. We're going to see the play. They get the steal. Let's watch. Ball's up. Where's the foul?
Maybe he hit his arm as he was releasing the ball. We couldn't tell from that angle. But anyway, Barnes will get to it. Third foul on Poor.
And that's a big one. You could see him hesitating.
He was
going to timing
it up right there. Well, that's a big free throw by Barnes too, because when you get a foul like that, you have to convert your throws.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't even think about calling goaltending because the backboard moved.
Callaway doesn't get it. Stidham runs it down. He's going to push it the other way. Oh, what a move! Rodney Stidham goes coast to coast on the long rebound, and the Blue Devils are back up 9, and there's a basket by Jones down low. Clemens is catching his breath right now. 37-30. We're under a minute to play. Blue Devils, the same lead they had at the half, 7 points. Looks like Reading's going to try to hold it now. Tony Pike has it out on the left wing. Goes across. Jacob Hare doesn't want anything to do with that. Stedham goes back to Pike in the left corner. Back to Hare.
Oh, no.
Oh. He threw the Barnes, and Barnes is going the other way. And what a strength basket there.
That's just sheer strength.
It went right at Jacob. And Jacob didn't even really try to stop him from shooting. He was just kind of.
Here we go again with the replay. There's a bad pass.
Another steal.
Another steal. And this is just sheer strength. He swatted at it.
He swatted, hit the left arm, and he just put the ball on the other side.
Great move.
A big basket cuts it to 5 with 22 to play. Chance to get to 4 again.
I'd like to know how much he can bench press, because this kid is strong.
Well, we've got 2 subs that are trying to come in here.
Well, the one sub must be for Poor, because he's still waiting there. They don't want him to pick up a 4th foul in 22 seconds. So.
And plus, he'll get that extra minute during the quarter. But he's a smart player. He's going to miss it. He doesn't want to come out.
No.
Poor gets the basket. He's going to take a break. It looks like number 12 is entering the game for Poor, Jason Tyson. Another senior. A lot of seniors on this team. There's that trap. Oh, Barnes comes back, gets the ball. Good job. Fill the lane. Stedham's going again. And He was waiting, and Tony Pike never came to the basket.
Tony was squaring up for the 3 outside, and that was lucky it got tipped.
It
Because,
was just going to go out of bounds.
It was just going to go out of bounds. They got 13 seconds left.
Yeah, real high to John Gertz. 37-33. What you don't want is you don't want a turnover or a foul. Just take the last shot. A 3 be nice. I'd get it back to the 7 that it was at.
Well, that was unfortunate. They didn't even get a decent shot. John had the kid in the air. He should have gotten for the foul.
Yeah, he should have done that. But nonetheless, they take a 4-point lead into the fourth quarter, so now it's 8 minutes. Now they're going to have to start playing the clock, and I think it's very crucial to hit the free throws.
Definitely, definitely.
Well, I looked at the scores table during the break here, and I saw 3 starters checking back in for Hartley and one Mr. Eric Clemens for Reading. Hartley, Nick Osmond, and Chris Jones, and Darren Poor were all checking back in. Both teams looks like they're going to go to their starters to start the fourth quarter. 8 minutes away for the Blue Devils' first trip to the Final Four since 1978.
Well, you'd have to think that Reading's players are a little more rested. They're deeper. And you'd hope,
little loud.
I know. And you'd hope to see that this last 8 minutes is definitely in their favor. But anything can happen. Momentum is a big thing here.
Well, run down on the scoring leaders. We mentioned Eric Clemens leads all scorers right now with 19 points. He's also got 7 rebounds. Darren Poor leads the Hawks with 17 points, 13 rebounds. But he has 3 big fouls. Foul trouble for the Hawks. Nick Osmond has 3. Darren Poor has 3. For the Blue Devils, Derek Aiden has 3. Nobody else with that many. So the Hawks will inbound the ball down 4, and we've got the fourth quarter here for a chance to get to the Final Four for one of these two teams. Callaway's been quick all night with that ball. He's going to lob. Well, they wanted the backdoor screen to Poor. Good job by Reading snuffing it out.
Now Reading runs the same exact play.
Osmond goes to Poor. Little ball fake. Going into the lane. Doesn't get it. Gets the rebound. You know, Eric was in good position. Then he put his hands down over him instead of keeping him straight up.
Yeah, it is him.
He had him right here.
Yep.
Straight up, and he leans his. You'll see him. He's in good position. He leans his hands down.
Yeah, here it comes. Yep.
Just keep him up. He's not going to get the shot off.
Yep. Well, that Darren Poor is just getting everything. It's hard to stop him. I know Coach Bensman's over there yelling every time, put a body on him, put a body on him.
He's hard to box out. You mentioned earlier he doesn't stop moving on the offensive end.
No, he doesn't stop moving.
That's a tough target to box out as he hits the first to cut it to 3. Chance to cut it to. They haven't been able to get any closer than 3. They haven't been closer to 3 since 9-6, and Poor is going to try to tie it. Doesn't get it. Stedman's going to pull it back out. And that's going to be on Jimmy Birkenbaugh, I think.
I think it's on Chris Jones, actually.
Oh.
All right, here's the dump down again. Watch Chris Jones.
Yeah, it was on Jones.
Why would you jump for that ball?
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be tough enough to defend him. Just leave him there.
Yeah, it's hard.
Body up.
When you get a foul as the ball's being entered, that's really tough. Oh. Poor had it, lost it.
Jones and Poor both fighting over Chris and Darren there. That's a break. That's a huge break.
It remains a 3-point Reading lead with 7:13 to play. We're going to go into Clemens now, and he had this. And Chris Jones with another foul.
Now that one he says he had all ball. I saw an arm pull, so.
Well, Eric Clemens did what they teach big men to do. As his arm went in,
catches it again. He flashes. I don't know why he didn't go left.
He brings the arm down.
Try to get.
As soon as he got in, he pulled the arm down, and that's a hold on the defense.
Yeah. Let's make these free throws. That's short.
But as I said earlier, this might be Hartley's best defense. Just keep fouling Clemens.
Yep. He's got to bend the knees a little bit.
He is now a paltry 4 for 12 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and even if you make 60% of that or something, you know, it's 6-7 points there.
Yeah, it could be a little breathing room.
Little breathing room.
It's only 3, and he hits that one.
Now that one was smooth.
Every one he makes now is big. 4-point Reading lead with just under 7 minutes to play. This is for a berth in the Final Four next week. Callaway, you're going to have to back off of him a little bit. He's quick. Barnes doing a good job on Jimmy Berkebile.
Nick Murder's on Poor, so let's see him box him out this time. That's been Hartley's best offense.
Yeah, just throw it up.
Let Poor get the rebound.
Poor runs it down. Gets a stick back or goes to the line.
Here it comes.
Osmond doesn't get it, gets his own rebound and puts it in.
Whoever was boxing him out.
38-36, and they haven't been this close since it was 9-6. Barnes going to go right by everybody and gets it blocked. Gets it back to Clemens, and he puts it in.
That was fortunate for Lars to get it back. Barnes. That was a clean block from behind. Oh, there's a nice block.
But there he is.
There's just not enough blue shirts rebounding the ball.
That's a basket by number 24, Jadair Hobson. We mentioned their 6th man. 40-38. Osmond almost fouls, doesn't. Barnes brings it back out, and it's a little helter-skelter. Now Gertz wants a 3, gets it. Big 3-point, 43-38 Reading.
John is not afraid.
5.5 left in the game. Osmond scored last trip. Goes to the corner to Poor. Poor going to turn in. Yep. Turned in. It looks like it was on Berter. They're going to call the foul on Berter.
I played basketball a long time. Here comes the replay. Now watch this and tell me what the defender did wrong. Spin move. Okay.
He did lean a little bit. Sometimes you don't see that.
No, you don't the first time.
The officials with those trained eyes, they see the body move into them.
Yep.
The officials never make a bad call. You can just ask them. Darren Poor hits the first. Poor is now brought his free throws up a little bit. He's 6 for 11 now. And 7 for 12.
Sometimes, Bob, you'd rather have a bad call than no call at all, but.
Cuts it to 3, 43-40. Oh, they've got the breakout. Berkebile, good job hustling back. Closing in on 5 minutes. Barnes gets it and he's fouled.
That's what you like to see is some ball movement.
Good ball movement there. A la the Globetrotters with the passing.
I know Reading can do that. Here we go. Let's watch the ball move. Kick over. Johnny Gertz takes it to the hole. Here comes Lars Barnes cutting through. And one.
Jadair Hobson looked like he was trying to get the block. Couldn't get there. Big free throw now for Barnes. He can extend it to 6. He gets it. 46-40.
Reading's calling timeout.
Reading wants a full timeout. 46-45, 11 to play. That was a big, big run there because as soon as they cut it to 2, they could have folded.
Well, that's what we talked about. How would Reading answer on each possession that Hartley scores? And
if you're watching us tonight, it is Saturday, March 15th, and it's after midnight. So some other times you might want to watch us. You see them up on your screen now. It's Sunday, the 16th at 5:30. That's on channel 24. Monday, the 17th at 10 p.m. on channel 4. Wednesday, the 19th at 8 p.m. on channel 24. And Thursday, the 20th at 10 a.m. on channel 4. We'd like to mention the channel 24 is the Metro channel, which will be seen in Cincinnati and the communities of Anderson, Norwood, Forest Park, Green Hills, and Springfield Township. Call your friends if you're watching, let them know. Set the VCR if you're at work, because we've got a battle. All the Reading fans would like to have this in their video library if the Blue Devils can hold on to advance to Columbus next week. .511, Reading by 6. I'm just still a little leery, waiting for Jimmy Berkebile to hit a basket, though, because
Reading's falling back into a zone, it looks like.
Well, now it's really going to be tough to box out Darren Poor, though. It's
I know.
always harder to box out a team when you're in a zone.
They haven't done well tonight anyway, so maybe it will help. There's a corner.
And Berkebile doesn't want it.
I don't think they'll throw it too much inside. There's a nice high post.
Berkebile takes a three and missed it. And look at who gets a steal. Darren Porter steals the ball, then calls timeout. 4:37.
I tell you what, Rodney Stidham probably has 4 or 5 rebounds tonight, and he was looking to break, and Darren Poor is just all over the court.
Picked his pocket.
He must have 8, 9 steals. He could do a quadruple double here tonight.
Well, we know he's already got the points and the rebounds. 20 points for Darren Poor, 22 right now for Eric Clemens. Clemens has been very efficient on his field goal. 8 for 12, one of them being a 3, but only 5 for 13 from the line.
Yeah, that's going to come back. I hope it doesn't come back to haunt him at the end.
So they're going to inbound underneath their own basket. Berkebile put the ball in play.
Now they're going back to man. Here comes Poor around. Blocked.
Oh,
my gosh. What a play.
Just sheer strength again. And
Coach Benson wants to know where the foul was. Here it comes again. He comes around. Clemens gets the block. They tried to get a charge on him, but he gets his own rebound. I think the foul was on Lars Barnes reaching in from out front, not Clemens. What a huge play.
well, Poor will shoot one. It's 46-42. A chance to cut it to 3 again. 8 for 13 from the line so far. 9 for 14, and it's a 3-point game. Good ball movement. Barnes is going to split the defense now. Pull it up. We're under 5, under 4.5, 4:23. Gertz tries another long 3. Doesn't get it. Big rebound there by Berter. Clemens saves it. Throws it out top. Going to go to Barnes and low. Spins. Dropped. Knocked away from him. Crowd yelling for a double dribble. It was knocked out of his hand. Clemens, I think he may have traveled. No offensive foul.
He put his shoulder down.
He dipped that shoulder.
They didn't jump. He didn't jump. I think, here we go. We'll see it. This time he stands still. There it is.
It was. That time Jimmy Berkebile was.
They didn't go
Bert
for the
Angle.
pump fake.
Bert Angle stayed on his feet. 46-43. 3:59 to play.
Clemens is taking a seat. He'll come back, though. He's got to keep his head up. He'll come back.
Now they really have to make concerted effort to keep Darren Poor off the boards. Yeah, there's an illegal block.
There's an illegal pick. A little too much hip.
Bert Angle threw the hip check into Rodney Stidham, and the foul is on Angle. That is his 4th foul.
And we're going to shoot.
1-and-1 for the Blue Devils.
Sophomore Rodney Stidham's going to shoot. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, no, they're going to call
a smart move there. They're going to walk. Let's see
Derek
if they get
Aiden
away with
walked
this.
up.
Let's see if they get away with this. Stidham is a 50% free throw shooter. Derek Aiden, 58%.
He's calling it 2 shots.
Well, I believe that was only that is the 10th foul.
Is it 10th? Okay.
He hits the first.
Well, we won't show the tape later.
The big free throw for Derek Aiden. It's 47-43. A chance to push it back up to 5. 3:47 left. He gets them both. Smart move there by the big guy. Take the pressure off the sophomore. Get the senior on the line. 48-43.
Maybe we were wrong. I don't know.
I'd like to see the replay.
I know.
Callaway, a little pump fake. He's going to try to penetrate. Fadeaway, doesn't get it. There's Aiden with the rebound.
I don't think that's the shot they wanted, but as we said before, their best offense has been shoot and let poor rebound.
You got to hit something.
Yeah.
The sophomore being harassed by Callaway, the senior. Now Gertz has it, being guarded by Hobson. Good. Oh, barely gets rid of it. Back, Aiden, I thought he wanted the three. He's going to take the two. Won't go. Little too far inside of his range there. They come the other way. Callaway to Berkebile, back to Callaway. 5-point game, 2:49 to play. Chris Jones, who's been quiet once in the low post. Berkebile puts up the three and in and out.
Good save.
Good save by Derek Aiden.
I thought that might have been over the back, but they didn't call it. But nope. Derek ran out of bounds.
And that last shot by Berkebile looked right on.
It does. His shot is smooth. It just seems to be short almost every time.
Blue Devils trying to hold on, 2:25 to play. They're going to have to start just moving the ball and start hitting free throws. They're going to get two every time.
There's a cut. They're cutting through. This is their flex offense. The biggest problem about flex is this pass across right there.
Yeah.
If it's
you have to make sure you have a good
make sure
pick.
you got that.
Good pick or good interchange. I like to see a lot of teams now run it, and they just backdoor every time when they start getting pressured.
Can't get a 5-second call now either. There it goes. That could have been it right there.
Instead, I'm trying to get fouled. We're under 151. And
Derek Aiden set a pick up top that I think it's Callaway who's down. He never saw it coming.
Yeah, your teammates got to let you know that there's a pick coming.
And it was legal.
He ran right into a wall.
He'll wake up with a little bit of headache tomorrow. I look for Clemens. He's still sitting on the bench over there.
Well, you don't really need him right now because you know they'll just foul him if he's in a game. Nick Berter hits the first one. It's a 49-43 6-point lead with 1:49 to play. As long as they're leading, I don't think Clemens is going to come in because he'll be. I'm sure they would foul him as soon as Reading got possession of the ball. Berter hits them both.
That's a good point. Yeah, Nick's a pretty good ball player. He's a golfer by trade. I coach golf, and he's thinking about going out for football next year, so we'll see.
Berkebile finally gets one. First basket for Jim
And it hit the front of the rim, too.
1 for 11. He's off to Snide now. 50-45 with 1:38 to play. That's a bench timeout by the Hawks. They got it before Reading could inbound the ball. Well, it's 1:38 to play. I think the Reading fans are sensing breathing that sigh of relief real soon there because
well, Hartley's shown it can score in spurts if Reading doesn't take care of the ball. But I agree with what you said before. I look for some backdoor cuts. I know Coach Bensman's probably saying no shot unless it's a layup.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to
take care of the ball. Watch that pass across the middle, across the court here.
It makes him go to a little more of a spread too, and run that flex spread out with that. You give room for that backdoor cut because.
And like Derek Aiden just did, set some screens.
You just have to make some free throws.
Yep. Clemens is back in now. I look for him to sit on the low post. And the Reading players are getting everybody up over here because Hartley's got a big group, and now they're standing up.
50-45, 1:38 to play. Hartley's ready to set up in that diamond press. Goes in Stedham. He goes by the defense, pushing the ball to the front court. Gertz fakes a three, doesn't want it. Goes into Clemens, gets tucked away, and he gets it back.
I thought
they're trying to foul. And they foul Stidham.
I wish he'd have called that one down there on Poor. That would have been 4 on him. As he did grab. They're fouling awful early.
They're going to put the sophomore on the line for 2.
I guess they feel like you do, Bob, that make them beat us from the foul line.
Well, you just have to. And boy, the good thing about that, he didn't think about it.
No, he didn't.
He got the ball and shot it.
No, he didn't.
As the late coach Jim Valvano said, we're just going to make you beat us from the line. If we're down, we're going to foul, foul, foul. You have to keep making shots to win. I think that might be what. Poor long three. Won't get it. And there's a foul. Good box out that time by Derek Aiden. The foul was called.
Now they could sense it.
The foul's called on Jadair Hobson.
There's a lot of time left, though. A lot of time. These fans are
1:15, 52-45.
But there's still a lot of time.
Derek Aiden gets two, a chance to, he could push it to 9 here if he hits them both.
Well, I think Reading is okay with Mr. Poor taking 3-point shots. I don't think Hartley wants that.
Well, there may be a party on Columbia Avenue tonight. 53-45, 1:15 to play. Berkebile pulls down the miss. Yes, he did.
They got to shoot quick, get some points back. There's the long one.
And that's the Drano. Oh, and I thought Reading inbounded beforehand, but they got the time. There's Berkebile. He goes 0 for 10. Now he hits 2 straight.
And you notice where that one hit? The front of the rim again.
He's right on target.
This time it just happened to cut in.
So we've got 1:05 left. Once again, it's a 5-point lead for the Blue Devils.
I'm telling you, you can't celebrate too early. And here it comes. You'll see it again. Berkebile's coming down.
That's about 23-footer there. Nice and soft.
Earlier in the game, that would have kicked out.
Yes, it would have.
Now all of a sudden it's going in. That could be bad news. I think Coach Benjamin's over there talking about defending the three, especially Berkebile.
I think if Reading makes free throws, they're going to be fine. And don't turn the ball over.
Well, I wonder if the coaches at Hartley have changing their mind now, their strategy about fouling.
Well, five points deficit, minute 5. They're going to go for the steal, and if they don't get it when it gets a front court foul.
We'll see. This is why those coaches get paid the big bucks.
This is why we get paid the big bucks. Excitement like this. Derek Aiden gets it. They're going to cross-court it. Oh, barely got there.
1 minute.
They're doing a little zigzag with the ball. Aiden wants to be fouled.
There's Poor.
Yeah, Poor gets his 4th foul.
He knows it. He knows what has to be done, but now he's got to watch out, because then if he gets 5, they're really hurting.
So he knew he had 1 to give, and I think Derek Aiden wanted to be fouled, so both players are happy there. Derek needs to knock these down. From the line tonight, Derek is 3 for 4. He did miss his last one, though.
He looks calm, cool, and collected.
54-48, 52.6 seconds.
You notice who's not touching the ball? Mr. Clemens.
Yeah. Aiden hits them both. 2 big free throws. Once again, it's a 7-point game.
And one thing Reading doesn't want to do is foul.
Callaway's short on the 3. Oh, and Clemens should have just let that ball go out of bounds.
Yeah, I think so, too. But you know, why not? You got to grab it.
Second decisions.
You never know where Mr. Poor is. He might come flying by and get the ball.
I think Darren Poor may be running out of gas right now.
Yeah. How about a crazy prediction? He makes both?
5 for 13 on the line so far.
That would be a heartbreak. That's 5, so they got a minute. It's as good as a timeout.
We'd like to thank our crew tonight. On the cameras, we have Zach Meyer and Clark Bren, Rick Wolf. And in the truck, we've got Mike Lyons and Tim Newman. Once again, this is Bob Murphy along with Mike Day, and we've enjoyed bringing this. We hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as we've enjoyed bringing you this game tonight. And it looks like the Blue Devils, 43.7 seconds away with the 7-point lead, are going to get to take that trip to Columbus next week.
Don't speak too early, Bob. We'll see.
This will be the last game.
I was wrong.
Eric Missy goes 5 for 14 now. This will be the last ICR game of the year. We've enjoyed all year doing these games, bringing you boys and girls some of the best hoops in Cincinnati. Clemens hits 1 out of 2. And everyone in the ICRC community will be rooting for Reading to bring home the state title.
There we go.
Great defense.
What a play. He tried to make a move, Mr. Callaway did, and Rodney was there. Rodney Stedham was there.
Rodney was backing up, giving ground the whole time. And Hartley with 39.1 seconds down 8. It's just about over now.
I predict a nice little lob.
Go to Derek Aiden. He doesn't get fouled. Oh, they can't foul anybody right now. Give up the ball.
And that's Poor's last foul.
Darren Poor has just fouled out. That is his 5th, I believe. And we get the signal from the scores table.
He played a great game, this young man.
He's getting a well-deserved hand. He's tied right now for game honors for scoring. 23 points. He has 16 rebounds.
What grade is he, Bob?
He's a senior.
He's a senior.
We mentioned earlier he was district player of the year in the district they're in.
Well, he has nothing to be ashamed of. This Columbus Hartley team has played really well.
We're trying to find out if he's going anywhere right now. We don't know. But it's just a great game, great effort tonight.
Nice handshake from Nick Berta, who's been guarding him all night. That would be a relief for me.
Heck yeah, I can take a break now. The Gertz will be shooting 2. It's a 9-point Blue Devil lead with 32.1 seconds left. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and congratulate Coach Bensman and his entire staff and the whole community at Reading with his big win up here. And I think it, Mike, it had a lot to do with what you said. That experience last year prepared them for this year.
They started out well. They won the first quarter, and they kept hanging tough. Hartley would make a run, and every time, Reading would answer. And a total team effort. Mr. Clemens obviously had a great game.
Well, they do have 3 players in double figures right now.
I know, that's what you have to have.
Gertz and Derek Aiden each have 10, along with Clemens with his 23. Clemens is 1 rebound away from the double-double. But this is the biggest lead they've had, too. 10-point lead.
Yeah. What a difference a year makes.
We'll see what happens, too, if Coach Randy Kortokrax empties the bench and puts some of the younger kids in. But he's not giving up yet. 32 seconds. Couple threes, maybe a foul. So it'll be hawk ball on the baseline. 32.1 seconds to play, and the Blue Devils get a trip to Columbus. Goes into Callaway. He's going to push it. We're down to 30. A rebound by Berter, and he's fouled.
Nick wants a little of the action.
Well, he's 2 for 2 from the line. Blue Devils, not a bad job shooting free throws. Outside of Clemens.
Well, we know what he'll be practicing.
They've only missed 11 free throws, and Clemens has missed 9 of them, so everyone else wants to get fouled. They're 19 of 30 from the line right now.
Well, Rich Bensman teaches English at our school, and I have some of his students in my math classes, and he might have someone else be teaching while he's doing a little work.
Well, he's going to have some work to do. It's a live to practice for another week. 3-point shot won't go. Derek Aiden rebounds. He's fouled. That was on, I believe, was on number 33.
I think Coach Bensman might be putting some people in now.
That looks like,
let's see what he does.
That's Brandon Rawls with the foul. That's his first. He just came into the game. Looks like Hartley's trying to enter a sub. Derek Aiden will be shooting 2.
Yep, here they come.
15.3. In and out. They're going to send in the freshman, 14, Marty Osmond. And number 32, who is a senior, Chris Ironman.
Yeah, here they come. They're emptying the bench.
Only if he makes his free throw. And
There
he
we
did.
go.
And they're going to
There they go. Now you can celebrate.
wholesale
gang.
substitutions.
I think that's a great win.
The Blue Devils are going to move on to Columbus. I don't have a game time for that. I had it with me.
It's Thursday night. I believe it's 9 o'clock, which it's awfully late from what I remember. It's either 8 or 9 o'clock.
Well, then I'm sure that the team will just plan ahead and they'll have rooms up there. They won't try to come back on Friday.
Right. Well, that's what we're talking about. What about school on Friday?
3 doesn't go. There's a foul underneath the basket. I believe it's a Reading foul, so someone gets in the box score.
They're getting ink.
That's Mason Smith, number 5. We'll give these Reading players a little introduction that came in. Number 25 is Eddie Wirtz. Number 5, we mentioned Mason Smith. Number 11, Andy Ramsey. I'm looking for the numbers there.
That's Jake Apking, and Jeremy Overbeck is on the block down there, number 34.
They get to practice one more week, at least till Wednesday. Maybe we'll give them tomorrow off. And the basket is good by Chris Staten. 61-49. 6 seconds left. There's a foul. Mason Smith's going to get a chance to get some points. Five seconds left.
5 seconds to Columbus.
Just a great, as you mentioned, a great all-around effort by the Blue Devils tonight.
Yes, total team effort, which has been their mark all year. When one person's not playing well, someone else steps up, and obviously tonight their first option was Eric Clemens, and he produced from the field, just not from the foul line. And there's the ball game.
They're not going to count that.
We're going to Columbus, Bob.
Eric Clemens had 5 points Thursday night.
That's right.
Comes away with 23 tonight. Well, our final score is Reading 61, Bishop Hartley 49. Leading scorers for Reading. Quickly, Eric Clemens had 23, Derek Aiden 11. John Gertz had 10. Nick Berter had 7. Laris Barnes had 6. And Rodney Stidham had 4, a total of 61.
Don't get hurt.
23 points for Darren Poor. Now we see him jumping into the blue crew.
Don't get hurt.
Once again, our final 61-49. Reading advances to the state championship next week in Columbus. For Mike Day and everybody on our ICRC crew that have brought you these games all season long, this is Bob Murphy saying so long from the Nutter Center.